Today I'm going to be creating die stock from madder root. So I've got my scale set up. I've got my gauze here that I'm going to put the dried madder root into to create a ball that I can soak in some warm yarn. And I've got my madder root here, so we're going to be using that. So let's get started. So I'm going to need 75 grams of madder root. So we'll turn this on. Hello, hello. Okay, here we go. So let's see, I have no idea how much I have here. I'm gonna have to read this over my camera. So let's just see how this goes. I definitely will be filling. That's only 10 grams, guys. So if I can do multiples of 20, and I think that will work out good. Okay, so there's 20 grams, and I said I needed 75. So let's start this now. Let's see if I can find, we'll use this. I just want to get it all the way to the bottom. Okay, and then we'll put this in here for now. So that is 20 grams. I need to do that 3 more times, 3 and a bit more times. So how much is that? 7. Oops, darn it. 16, 18, almost. Is that 20? 19 and a half. 19.8. Come on. There we go. There's 20. So we'll take that and we'll put this over here as well. Let's just get that going all the way down there. There we go. And we'll take this over here, we'll put that in. Okay, so that's 40. And I said we needed 75. Okay, so we'll do that again. And now it's time to open this one. Ground root, rubia. Oh, guess what I just realized, everybody? This is tinctorium, ruby tinctorium. This is ruby tinctorium. And this one is not the same. So I'm gonna go look and see what other madder root I have. I'll be right back. Okay, so we're gonna do a little experiment here because I've recalculated what I need. And we're going to see if I have enough of this one, because I don't want to mix both the different madder roots together, which I didn't realize I had. Okay, so let's see if we can get 14 out of this. Somehow I don't think so, but let's see. There's no way. There's no way. I really don't think I have more of this. Waste that. I will put that. Okay, so we've got 8.6 and we need 14. So what I could do is I will go look in my supply area and see if I do have any more of this one right here. Is it focused? Yeah. This is a tinctorium. So I'm going to go look one more place to see if I have that. And for now, I'm going to write down this measurement, 8.6. Okay, I couldn't find any more of that madder root, so I made an executive decision that I'm going to use what I have left of here and put it into here, and that's still going to create a 32% dye strength. So I'm going to end up having a solution that's 32% weight of fiber, is what I mean. So there we go. And I'm just going to put that in there and see if I can just get this. Come on. No, I don't think there's really, what was the point of that? Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to create our, see, look at that. Oh, wait a second. Okay, so how did that happen? What am I going to do? Was I supposed to do double strength? I wonder. Because is this going to all come off into my fiber? Okay, let's do this then. Let's do that. Let's put this in here. Okay. And then we'll see if that was what happened. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought it was. Okay, so we're gonna put an elastic around there. Is this? I thought this was ground madder root. Maybe it's a little different than the other one. Okay, maybe I don't need to do this. Maybe I just needed to put it all in the pot, but I think that this would still stick to the yarn. Okay, let's go check something out here. So, see, this one says ground root. And look. Yeah, it's definitely, you can see you can tell it's ground, where the other one is really more like a powder. Okay, let's see if we can see where the other one was. Okay, let's see what this says. This says, no, it says ground root as well. Okay, well, what am I gonna do? What am I going to do? Think, Kelly, think. Okay, I made a decision, and we're going to turn this on. We're going to start to get that up to heat, and that's just, see, I've just got a little bit of water in the bottom of the pan because We're not lifting big pails. We're not lifting big stainless steel pans of water anymore. Okay, so I'm going to put that in here. And now what I can do is I can fill this up with water. So let's go and do that. Is everything out of the way? I always like to look back and make sure that there's nothing in the way here. No paper, no nothing around the burner. Nope. Okay, we're good. Okay, let's go get some water. Now, I've got this hose here. So let's turn that on. Put that there. Okay, now we're just gonna fill this up. Ooh, the water's quite warm. Okay, and there we go. Turn off the hose. Yeah, I've got to pick all my rotos. They're all done. Okay. Now this is a lot easier to lift. Ooh, look at that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this in this pot. See? A lot easier. A lot easier on my back. And now what I'll do is I will get the lid. And I'll put that on. There we go. We'll get that up to simmer, and we'll simmer it for about an hour on a medium heat. We don't want it to get to a boil. And we'll leave that in there. And now I've got another pot here, and I'm going to do some weld. So the ideal temperature is not to get above 160. So right now it's 132, 4. It's getting up there. 137. So it's almost at 140. Isn't that cool? The foam on the top. Give it a gentle stir.